Hello my friends, welcome back to my little YouTube channel again. 23rd of March 2024 today. Spring is slowly coming even to Sweden here. There's still ice on the lake over there, we'll show you in the end. And I wanted to show you the last little accessory that I have now installed yesterday on my Husqvarna 701 Explorer, how I call it. Basically a 2022 Enduro, of course, as you can see. But it has a lot of accessories that makes traveling and exploration a little bit easier, I think. And the one thing is, of course, a chain oiler. So chain oiler I had already on my previous bikes. It's the same model actually that I had bought for the 790 Adventure R, and I also had installed it on the Northern 901. So now it's here on the 701. I needed to get some longer tubing, of course. But let me show you what I've installed here. So this little thing here, the round thing which you see here, that is the Cobrra with two R's. We're spelling it for some reason. Cobrra Nemo 2 semi-automatic chain oiler. It's not entirely automatic like a Scott oiler, which takes under pressure from the engine and then opens a needle valve. I have had that before, also the Scott oiler some years ago. But I don't have the best experiences with it because regulation there was very difficult. It sometimes dumped the whole 50 milliliters in one go, and then the whole back of the bike was messed up. So how does that work? It's very simple. Basically two halves which are screwed together. When you turn it clockwise, there is a thread in between, so the top part will slowly move down into the lower part, and the volume inside will get less, of course. You can take off the lock on the top, which is entirely airproof. There's an O-ring inside. So by simply turning it and screwing it together, the two parts go together, and the oil is pressed out to the tubing on the bottom and finds its way, hopefully, to the chain on the rear. So you see the line coming out here on the bottom, basically going here behind the fork into the frame, where some other cables are coming out. I just put it through there. It goes along the frame here, down, passing by the rear damper. And by the way, this cable tie, the white one which you see here, there was originally a black one holding also the cable for the side stand switch. KTM-Husqvarna had tightened that so tight that also almost the cable was squeezed. So I cut that up and made a new cable tie on it now, which holds both the oil line and that side stand switch cable. And from there it goes down to the swing arm. I'll show you how I fastened it there. And then if we go to the other side, you see down there, see that I find it, here we are. You see this tubing coming there, this copper tubing. And I made a little metal bracket. The plastic tubing is just large enough from the inner diameter so that the copper tubing goes inside if you warm it a little bit. I put some 2 layers of shrink tube around it also, heat shrink tube, which fixes it. And then this clamp, which I made of a piece of tin from a fish can actually, fish in tomato sauce. That uses a screw that holds the upper chain protector here on the frame, and from there this copper tubing goes down directly into the chain guide here and ends just above the chain and drops the oil directly on the chain if necessary. On the front, if you look there, you will see it. I used some aluminium tubing with, I think it's about 5 millimeter inner diameter, which I glued with 2-component epoxy onto the inside of the swing arm, so that the oil line is away from the rotating rear wheel, and even if the wheel should throw dirt and stuff inside there, that line will not be damaged. And from there, the tubing, you see it here, yeah, I think you can see it down there, the blue thing, that's then attached to the frame and goes up to the chain oiler itself. So as I said, spring is just coming. You see there's still plenty of ice, which is melting now on the lake here. I wish you also a very nice start into the season. Enjoy the spring wherever you are. Give me a like if you like my videos, a thumb up, and maybe subscribe to the channel, you know this from others. But again, I'm not commercial in any way, and by the way, I paid full price a few years ago, of course, for this little Nemo 2 Cobrra chain oiler. Okay, bye.